Matteo would probably prefer to fight most other members of the cast.
Just about anything else. I think this and Sheik are his worst because it feels like they have such simple, reliable game plans that really shut Captain Falcon down. But yeah, nonetheless, let's get into the match.
Yeah, kind of a slog at the beginning. Both of them taking a lot of damage to kick things off, trading back and forth. But, oh, okay, we got a power shield laser, but of course not shot at the top of the shield.
Yeah, now, Albert needs to hit the floor ASAP because by giving Captain Falcon, by elevating yourself against Captain Falcon, you make it so much easier for him to finish off your stock just by swatting at you with up airs. His, the worst position that you can take for Captain Falcon is just by grounding yourself at low percent, because then he has to deal with ASDI down and he can't easily rack up percent on you with really anything other than a grab.
All right, Matteo doing quite well here at the beginning, though. Oh, standing up right through the knee. That was
a beautiful pivot knee. Yeah, I believe it shield poked him as well.
And he's just going to hold the edge, calling the bluff there. Albert's still down a stock, but looks like he's... never mind, a couple tech skill flubs. Still waking up, perhaps. It's an hour earlier over in Texas.
Lucky he got the slide off there. Slide off into falling to the ledge. So much better than having to recover and potentially have to use up B. And now Matteo takes a 3-1 stock lead. Oh, but Albert, closes out that stock pretty much as fast as possible. So keeping himself in this one.
Yeah, I feel like outside of like the one stock that just got completely mauled, he's been keeping the pace. But of course, that scoreboard is very real.
Yeah, Matteo's been rolling out of this pressure so much, and I think Albert needs to be more wary of that. Go for some hard reads on the roll, because it's really Captain Falcon's only option. Like, none of his out of shield cheese really works against Falco. So I think going into next game, assuming Albert loses this one, he needs to be more on the lookout for that.
Okay, very smart. Catches the weak back air. All right, he's closed the margins here. 80%, but I mean, Falcon can kind of touch of death you from a lot of ranges, so just ignore that percent for a second and, keep your head on straight, but unfortunately doesn't happen.
That's one of the classic ways to lose that I think needs to get phased out of the metagame, is just rolling out of the corner. With a lot of these top tiers, you don't have to do that. Like with Fox, Falco, Sheik, you can go to the ledge and then ledge dash on, and this puts you in a much better position. Like, yeah, you're cornered, but now you have Galint, grounded, actionable legend intangibility to work with, and it's just a lot better than rolling to the center predictably. Anyway, that's how Albert ended up losing that game 1, and now Matteo's opening up this second game with a big tech chase. He puts Albert at tumble percent for his neutral air like almost right away, so sets himself up well on this first stock.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of players, they lose the presence of mind to look for the, Galint ledge dash just to like get out of the corner when it's already last stock. Like, hey, I'm one hit away from dying.
That's very true. It was last stock in a tournament match, so nerves are very real. But I feel like learning to overcome nerves is a big part of winning in this game. Going for options that are risky but have huge reward if you can nail them.
Yeah, you got to be able to push yourself even in these situations. But of course, not working out for Albert there, and still going into the second game, Matteo outpacing him just ever so slightly. Needs to finish the stock off, though, before Falco gets his hands on him. Oh, and he drops the edge guard. All right, excellent get-up attack coverage right there.
See, this is what I'm saying. I think Albert is just jumping way too much because I know this from Falcon's perspective. I know this so well that it's exactly what he wants you to do. He really struggles against like a Fox or a Falco that just dashes and keeps a low profile. But by jumping a lot, you're pretty much handing him his finishing blow on a silver platter in the form of an up air.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot easier to air than to air to ground with Falcon.
Yep.
Okay. Tense little standoff by the left edge there, but it's going to be Matteo yet again, stringing a few up airs together, and not quite able to close it out. That was a great angle from Albert, pretty much forcing Matteo to choose an action there in advance.
Yeah, Matteo's struggling now. Albert's had him in a string for basically the entirety of this stock. Going for a shield grab, that's really not a good look. It should never work against like a top Falco like Albert. Falco's pressure is just way too safe against that.
Yeah, and the way that Albert finished that stock off the weak bear was nuts, too.
Yeah.
All right, Albert kind of cooking right now. Needs to keep that same energy for the whole stock, though. Matteo could just run away with this.
Okay. He went for it all, and it worked.
Well, got to take those risks, man.
Yeah, I mean, even if Albert meteors there, Matteo can continue. So I like the decision. Like, Matteo can go for another down air if Albert meteors. He's committed at that point. Like, it's someone's losing, someone's winning, and someone's losing. And you're pretty much just rolling the dice. But I think the odds are in Matteo's favor. So it's a good decision in my opinion, and it paid off.
Yeah, that was definitely worth. Man, what a fast set! Like game one, I feel like was kind of just over immediately, and then game two, like they were both bodying each other back and forth and keeping the pace. But man, Matteo just able to execute on so many different opportunities. And we're gonna get another Red Bull replay. Just take a look at some of the highlights of that set again.
Yeah, no, that was an explosive set. I think both players could have both gained a lot by capitalizing more on when they had each other cornered, because I think there was a lot of slop in terms of like how these players were getting out of the corner. Not a lot of ledge intangibility usage. I think that was a mistake on both their ends. And you see right there, like I said, Albert lost the game off of rolling to the center. So it was good to see Matteo capitalize on that one.
Yeah, that's pretty much like things you don't want to do in Smash 101, but when there's a big scary Falcon right in front of you, sometimes fear takes over, and that's like what your autonomic response is. Gotta master those things, to become truly sick at melee.
Yeah, Albert had a chance to win game. Albert actually flubbed. I didn't really realize that. Albert really had a chance to take that second game had he continued his string a little better on Matteo.